Hi guys,
Hi.
we're back again live from, well, not
Bath.
live because it obviously when I upload this we will be at home, but
We will
yeah, we're
be.
coming from Bath.
Yeah.
In case you haven't seen my other video, but we wanted to do a video because of a certain TV series. Now that TV series, obviously you will have seen in the title, is Rain. Now the thing was, I'm going to tell you the story, the backstory, as it were, to be able to understand what this is really about, and then we're going to talk about certain something we want to clarify before we get into this. Okay?
Yeah.
So what it was that Rain was a series that floated around like Tumblr and stuff like that. People who I'm friends with and that, and said to check it out, but I didn't. I just didn't.
You and I are too old to be in the demographic that they would have marketed
Oh
Rain
yes,
to,
yeah,
aren't we?
totally
We
too
are.
old, right? So I just never got to. And then I got Netflix, and it was on Netflix, and yeah, a couple of weeks ago, it was a Monday night, and I had nothing to do, and I turned on Netflix, and I was like, oh, just choose the first thing on my list, and it was Rain.
Mm.
And I started watching it, and everything in my head said no, 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 no. All of my criteria for a good series, what I enjoy, it didn't tick any of the boxes. Yet I sat through 3 episodes in that one night, and I was like, okay, this could be just maybe I was just hanging around just to see. Maybe it was just the pilot that was just a bit off. Try a couple more episodes, and I still thought, this is so totally wrong. Within 5, maybe 6 days, I'd watched 18 episodes, and I was like, oh my god. So I went on, we're part of a group on Facebook, of fangirls and such, and I did this Facebook live video, and I said, am I the only one to basically go through this? And other people in the group responded and said, no, we've done the same thing. Mm-hmm. It's what it is. And then I got a message from you the next day going, I'm blaming you for this. And I went, what for? She went, I've started watching Rain.
No, my thing was because I saw your post.
Yeah.
And it had been a thing that I, again, like you, I had seen like the odd screenshot of on Tumblr.
not watched. I hadn't on YouTube or trailer or anything like that.
I think I had seen a trailer and immediately dismissed it as high school Tudor history, which is what it is. But again, I like you. I was watching it going, that's wrong.
Yeah.
What the feck are they wearing for a start? Why are they talking like this? It was just all wrong.
So what we want to do in this video is basically talk about Rain and why it's, as our friend Sarah described. Hi Sarah, if you're watching this. Hi darling. It's TV junk food.
It is.
In that it says no, it's so wrong, but you can't help but watch it.
But I kind of what I want to say is that anything that we may make fun of, we are doing with the most enormous dollop of affection.
Let me put it this way, right? So it took 6 days for me to get through series 1. I then, the day that I finished series 1, I think I watched like 2 or 3 episodes. I immediately went on series 2 and watched 11 episodes back to back.
Yeah.
It was like, I'd never done that before, and it's just like, why am I doing this?
I started it on Sunday, and I finished episode 2 of season 2 last night.
There you go. So,
and it's Thursday today.
Yeah.
See, the thing is about it.
So just before we get into it, so we know, because we have had like hysterical conversations talking about this.
My God.
That when we laugh at when we talk through this, and we may laugh and say, this, that, and the other, it's not coming from a mean place. And for those fans of Rain, we're not trying to put you down for being fans of Rain, because we must like it too.
We adore this thing.
But we can't understand
why.
Because it's so funny because of that. So if we start laughing or whatever and ripping this apart, it's coming from a place of love, which sounds weird, but truly, we don't.
It's not that. What it is, it's like, it's the way that I might make fun of you, but no one else is allowed to.
Yeah.
We're family. It's fine.
It's what it is.
It's fine.
So please, we don't want to cause offence if you know, to this. This is just us talking about this show.
The thing about Rain, and you, because, okay, to give it some background, Becky and I have been students of history since we were knee-high to grasshoppers.
That's an English term, just so you know.
Yeah,
that means titch. You know,
since we were tiny. We have both loved and studied history since we were children.
Oh, yeah.
And Mary, Queen of Scots, and her tragic story, and it is tragic, is kind of a story. I mean, God, I must have read at least 3 biographies.
I've actually bought a biography today.
Antonia Fraser.
Antonia Fraser. Sorry, I've got a couple of books in here. Antonia Fraser's is the 40th anniversary edition of her book, which will be going into my jar when I get home, about her, because I've been dying to get hold of this in Cheltenham and couldn't find it, and just literally the first bookstore we walk into, and there it is.
There it is.
It was fate that I should be walking to that bookstore.
The thing is that Mary, Queen of Scots' story is so wonderfully rich and tragic. But the thing about Rain, the thing about Rain is that they're leaving the most interesting part of her story to the last season. So,
well, no. This is the thing, right? I'm halfway through series 2, and you're on episode 2 of series 2. Now, because obviously there's 4 series, they've cancelled the show now, so we don't know how the 4th series is going to end, or if they're going to really mega rush to cram in her.
I think
the rest of her story in that series. We don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know. So we can't really say.
We can't. No, we're judging what we've seen.
Yeah. So the thing about Mary, her death was.
Yeah.
Good God, that is. It is what, in a sense, it's the first thing you think of when you think of her name. Her execution. But yes, it's true that just as in Rain, she married Francis, they were very young, yada yada yada.
Yeah.
And so they do kind of follow history, but then the rest of the thing, they're like, let's just throw the history books out the window.
They kind of play fast and loose with the timeline as well, because like Nostradamus says that they were going to be married for only a year before Francis died, which is true to history. Yes. But then they will say things like, all these weeks and months, and I'm like, well, how many months has it been?
Yeah.
The writing on Rain is fast and loose, and so loose sometimes you're like, just confused. I mean,
I hate that they do that. They do this thing where you've got an episode or 2 episodes where you completely focus on this character, so focused, and then they disappear and they're not mentioned until like 5 episodes later, where a single line said, "Oh yeah, they went back to wherever. Oh, they died."
Or they'll throw in some random person that I'm supposed to care about and supposed to follow, and then they die. And
look at right. There's a character, Castleroy, who has this daughter, and it was like, oh, she was clearly going to be part of the storyline. It's going to start series 2 because she appeared right at the end of series 1, and then clearly the writers went, actually, we're going to kick that out the window, so let's just kill her.
Yeah.
They use death poisoning. They just throw them under the bus.
Yeah, they do.
Plague. Yep. Captured by the darkness. Yep.
The darkness. Can anyone tell me what the point of the darkness was? Because I don't know.
The darkness, if you haven't seen it, kind of stuff was to do with
this bloke
that went around biting people and drinking off them, and had to perform. Felt he had to perform these rituals in order to make sure that the plague didn't come. And then because he didn't do the last stage of the ritual because he was killed, that meant the plague came.
But there's like the whole supernatural element to it. And part of me is like, there is so much going on here. We don't need the supernatural to muddy it.
Series 2? Well, I'm only halfway through, so you know, with what I've seen.
Yeah.
No supernatural stuff. Not even mentioned. It's just.
Do you think
apart from
this would be easier?
The plague, obviously, the very first episode, because it was linked to it. That's it, and it's 1 episode.
Yeah. Shall we do it character by character?
Okay,
let's. Cold Dark?
Yeah, let's do that.
Because I think we're going to get. we're going to get muddied.
Yes,
now,
I agree.
aren't we?
Okay, so which character do you want to start with?
Let's start with Lady Mary herself.
Okay, Lady Mary herself. Yeah, Lady Mary.
Or Queen Mary.
We first see her at the nunnery where she was raised, which is true. She was raised in a nunnery, and she's playing football, and then all of a sudden a nun keels over because she's been poisoned, and it's hysterically funny. I'm sorry. It's like. It's ridiculous.
It's so stupid. Okay.
It's just like.
But the thing that I was howling with laughter about is when they arrive at the court.
Okay,
right?
So when they arrive, the French
and her 4 girls.
So yeah, Greer, Lola,
Ken,
and the other one who's like
Ailey, because that's why they killed her.
Yeah,
because she was like a spare part.
She was
and
a
they
spare
didn't
one.
write any lines.
Yeah, literally. When you come to understand her name or remember her name, that's the point where she dies.
That's where she dies. Yeah.
Out the window.
So anyway, this woman is a queen.
Yeah.
Right. A literal, actual crown-on-head queen.
Yeah. Has been since she was 6 days old.
Since she was tiny.
Yeah, 6 days old.
So they're on a boat. They get off the boat, and instead of having a royal welcome, Prince Francis bounds over, and Mary goes, "That's Francis! Hi, Francis!"
The thing is, Francis and Mary grew up together. They knew each other.
And it just kind of goes, "Hi, Mary."
It's literally, they just go up to each other. Hi, Mary. No bowing or
no formality. No, nothing. And there's like this whole expositional thing about, oh, that's the king and that's the queen and that's his mistress and that's their son.
It's just so that
Sebastian, who they call Bash.
No, but we'll get to Bash later. Let's just they had this whole thing of introducing all of the different characters, which is fine to do. But it's kind of like, you could have done that still, but with formality in the situation. It was
just bizarre.
Mary herself,
she's a good character.
She's poorly written.
There have been moments where, yes, she is her, particularly that she suffers a couple of traumas, and those become about other people, rather than about her.
Yes,
which is fair enough.
Yeah.
I like Mary with Francis.
I love Mary and Francis together, but as an individual character. And I swear to God, if she says one more, at least probably at least 3 times per episode, "I am queen." Like, you don't have to keep saying it.
She is the anointed queen.
Yes.
Yeah. But like, Mary is a good woman trying to figure out how to be a queen.
Yeah.
And that's fine. She's wonderful with Francis. Yeah. Who is a good character.
Francis is a good character. I like him as a character.
He is so annoying.
Yeah.
He's like, he is the kind of person who it's either I look at him and I want to slap the living shit out of him or hug him.
Yeah.
And like wrap him in blankets and take him, hold him.
I hate how he justifies things.
Yes, he's not very good at that, is he? He's really not very good at that.
Yeah, he's really awful at justifying things.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to certain scenarios, and I'm thinking like series 2, where I am at the minute with it. He doesn't like it when Mary tries to give him counsel.
And yet feels he can absolutely override her when he wants to.
Yeah, often he goes, Mary, I agree, I totally agree, I'm totally going to do what you said.
Yeah.
And then she storms in, like, the next scene going, okay, what the hell?
Yeah.
You just totally, completely changed your mind on it, what are you doing?
And he's all, I have to do the best for France, and she's all, I have to do the best for Scotland, and they're both going, at each other.
Yeah, and there are some really weird moments, like the whole how Mary's mother at one point turns up and she completely sells out Scotland, and then Scotland's men who are there at the castle are then bowing to Mary because she says that she's going to take it back, and it's like, but you've just sold their country. You agreed to it.
Yeah.
Oh God, it's just. So
but
awful.
they are all out-acted, out-ruled, outplayed by the baddest bitch in the French court,
Queen
Catherine de Medici, who is so amazing.
Right.
She's the best written character in the whole thing.
Yeah, totally.
She's brilliant.
Catherine, the first time I saw her, I was like, yeah, I don't like you. And throughout series 1, I'm like, I really don't like you. In the end of series 1, I went, oh, actually, I kind of like her. No, I sent you a gift, and it was Karen from Will and Grace going, where the hell did that come from? Yeah. It's just all of a sudden, I just loved her.
There was a moment in series 2 where Mary and Catherine had to make a decision very, very quickly because Francis was off.
Oh, yeah.
Seeing Lola. By the way, there'll be spoilers in this video.
So yes, yeah.
And he was off seeing Lola, and Mary wanted to wait until Francis got back, and Catherine said, no, we need to be queens now.
Yeah.
You cannot act like a wife.
Yeah.
You need to act like a queen.
Yeah.
And that means making bloody hard decisions that you'll probably regret, but are for the betterment of your country.
Yeah.
And I love how she just gets shit done. She doesn't,
But if she offers you a drink or soup, don't consume it.
Don't do it.
Don't. She constantly has poison
She
on
kind
her.
of loves poison.
She's obsession with poison.
She loves poison.
And I love the fact that there was this whole thing of her being in a tower, and she was like, you don't need to go through that stuff. Oh, that's just soap. The crystallised soap. It's like, yeah. You're going to keep crystallised soap in a really tiny pot that can fit right into your pot.
She's absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
She's just wonderful. She has some amazing
I have to say,
one-liners.
especially Series 2, Episode 4, which, you haven't got to, but I know, what happens.
Yeah.
She is so wonderful in that moment after a certain event happens. Mm-hmm. And she reaches out to Mary and she says, look, the next few moments are going to find you. You're either going to go out there a broken woman, or you're going to go out there as a queen. Yeah. You can trust me. And she said, you may not trust me at the moment, but believe me, I can get you through this, and I will. And she holds out her hand to her. Yeah. And she takes it. Mary takes her hand.
That's what
she is so. Even though when Mary turns up, she hates Mary. Mm-hmm. She would do anything. She tries to kill Mary on multiple occasions.
She does.
But as time goes on, she really sees Mary as a daughter.
As a protege, I think, actually.
Because let's face it, Princess Claude isn't around, but you haven't met Claude before. Princess Claude, aka the slut.
But I think like, for people like Catherine, you don't waste time on teaching people who have no potential. I think she can see Mary has absolute potential.
Oh, yeah.
And, Mary and Francis together. But Catherine is the baddest bitch, and I just
wonderful.
Love her.
And she's played by an amazing actress.
Megan Follows.
Megan Follows,
who wonderful.
I think when I first started watching it, the reason, or at least I told myself the reason, that that I was still watching it was because of Megan. Because I love my favourite period dramas of all time is her version of Anne of Green Gables in the 80s, mid-80s.
She could have been more than about 13.
Yeah.
Was she 13?
Yeah, she was about,
It
went on for, I think, three or 4 years, and then they did a return 10 years later, so she's played her throughout her life.
Oh, right, okay.
She's played her as a teenager, in her 20s, and then in her 30s and such. So it's a wonderful. I've got all of them. I've got the entire all the generations. Because I love Anne of Green Gables, and the only other thing I've seen her in, apart from Anne of Green Gables, is one episode of Cold Case. Which obviously she was not in it very much because
she might be a theatre actor.
Well, this is the thing. I don't know. Well, that's what I've seen her in, but that doesn't mean that's the only thing she's in.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh my god, I love this actress. She's absolutely amazing. And I think I kidded myself into thinking she's the reason why I'm watching this. And then obviously there's other reasons, psychological reasons, which is going, no, this is TV.
But the thing about Catherine is that she's maternal. She's fierce. She's sexy. She's badass.
Yeah.
You fucking try and kill her kids and she will kill yours and a few extra.
Yeah.
She is so absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
And they write her beautifully.
Yeah.
And then you have characters like Lola.
Right. Lola, right, we're going to go on to the maids, basically, of Mary's maids. So, yeah, the one, what was her name? I forgot her name again. Ailey. Well, she's only in it for a few episodes, where she falls down the stairs.
And nobody cares.
We're not going to go over her. Right, the three that survived: Lola, Greer, and Kenna. So should we start off with Lola? Because Lola is the one that I hate. I hate Lola.
Lola has like no redemptive qualities whatsoever. It's like you said because we're in a group chat with our friend Sarah. You've said
we've
that
been having some amazing conversations.
You sent that gift, didn't you?
Because
somebody loves me.
No. What I did, I searched gifts for individual gifts that define each character. No, and her one was a girl talking about fucking going, tell me I'm pretty. And it's so true. She's like, as soon as she's not interested in men at all, meeting men, to date. But as soon as Spawn goes, you're very pretty, she's like, oh,
Lola had sex with Francis when they were on a break.
Well, the whole thing of Francis' justification of it, all I could hear was Ross's yellow. Wait, we're on the break from Friends. It was just...
So, and she had sex with Francis, and he goes, she's saying, oh, we can't do this. And he goes, Mary's out of my life has made her decision because she was supposed to marry Bash for some reason.
Yeah, we'll get to Bash in a minute.
Still not quite sure what that was about. False conflict writers, completely unnecessary false conflict, by the way. Anyway, so Lola's all, oh, we can't do this. And Francis is all, well, Mary's out of my life now. And she goes, oh, okay, and has sex with him despite the fact that Mary was her childhood friend. And when I tell you I was shouting at my computer. I was so cross. I was so angry with both of them. So anyway, Mary finds out about it. And Lola, what did Lola say? Well, you've broken up with him.
Yeah. You.
And he's
Mary just, it was so like, what was I supposed to do? Like, not have sex with my husband?
It was the most ridiculously pathetic justification for her behaviour.
Oh,
and then writers, well done for this. Then we introduced the character of Lord Julian, right?
Oh God, yeah, the Lord that wasn't a Lord.
They meet and they're engaged by the end of the episode.
And
she's known him for 5 minutes,
and she's told him that she's pregnant with somebody
else's
else's
just
child. And he's like, yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I'm sorry, what?
And I'm just, do you know the thing that grates me the most? The thing that grates me the most, right, is Mary Stuart, that we know, was Catholic to the depth of her soul.
Yeah. The fact that she got herself beheaded for the fact that she was Catholic and what she did to make Catholicism stayed in
never in a million years have had sex out of wedlock.
No.
I don't believe that for a second.
No.
She just would not have done that.
No.
They do. It's like it's history via Gossip Girl.
It is. I described it to Laura and I said it's the Tudors meets Gossip Girl.
And that's true. That is absolutely true.
And it's like, oh God, the amount of times Francis and Mary are, even when they're married, oh, we're together, now we broke up, now we're together, now we broke up, oh, I fancy that guy, oh, I fancy that girl. Oh,
or it's like, I'm just going to
this
go and marry.
Thing.
I'm just going to go and marry your bastard half brother for some reason
because for the hell of it, in order to legitimise him.
Who is nice?
Yeah.
She's a nice man.
Yeah.
That's when I first heard the name Bash.
I knew spat out my drink.
I'm sorry. Yeah. What?
Yeah. But we'll get on to Bash in a minute. Let's get back to Lola.
Okay.
Lola at the minute with series 2, she's dealing with Narcissus.
Narcissus.
Sorry, I keep on getting because it's so annoying. You've got those two characters that they've got names that are so.
He's replaced King Henry for the sexy.
Yeah.
Sexy older man element.
She's being like really weirdly manipulated by him because there was this whole thing where they were having, they met in the ballroom and they'd met a few times and he was a bit manipulative of that and he was saying, oh, would it be a nice evening for a bath? And she's like, what? And it's a lovely evening. Then he's going onto the balcony opposite her room and sees a woman strip off naked and climb in the bath, and he thinks it's Lola, and Lola appears behind him. She said, oh, I've told my maid to do it because I knew you'd be watching. And then what does she do? Like, a couple of episodes later, he encourages her to have a bath again, and she does it. And it's like...
But the thing is, though, is that it's like, with the sex element...
Yeah, the sex
they
element
are so
prudish.
It's
like
prudish.
Like daring is like revealing the shoulders
And the decolletage.
Yeah.
And all that. And it's
sex, you get very little kind of...
But I mean, I'm coming from the school of Spartacus, which was like...
Or the Tudors, or Rome.
Absolutely. Or the Borgias. Where it was like in every possible turn that they could possibly have sex, they were, and they were showing you all of it.
Yeah.
But like... Anyway, so that's Lola dealt with, because
God... Should we do next? Because I think we're going to spend a while on Kenna. Right, Greer. Greer's just kind of...
Greer needs to stop winding up kitchen boys and just make her mind up.
She's just kind of... I'm the pretty... Well, she's not quite I'm the pretty one, but I'm the smarter pretty one who's fallen in love with the boy in the kitchen. But I really need to marry for money, so I'm just going to string him along.
Yeah, and keep telling him I love him, and then going to him, oh no, but yes, but no. It's so cruel what she does to Leif.
It's just like...
It's really cruel.
And like I was saying to you this morning on the train out, there was a sequence in the middle of series 2 where I am at the minute. And the girls are like paddling in the fountain, and Greer falls over, so she's wearing soaking wet, like skin tight dress, and then who appears? But Leif, and it's like while she's walking through the forest in order to get back to the castle with skin, soaking wet dress on, and it's like, oh, for crying out loud, why does she need to be soaking wet in order for the two of them to meet?
It's not that. It's this ridiculous thing where they want Leif and Greer to have an affair. They want it, but they don't really want it.
Yeah.
And it's annoying. It's really, really annoying.
And the whole thing of, should she marry this really lovely guy who she actually does
really like? Because he's a nice man.
Yeah.
He's not an arsehole.
Yeah.
But at the same time...
Yeah. It was...
Do you follow your heart or do you follow your head? Well, in her case, you follow your head.
Yeah. So she's just a bit wishy-washy. She's just a bit...
Can we do Kenna now?
Right, Kenna. Yeah, Kenna. Kenna is the one who's... I'm so pretty.
Yeah.
Look at me. She's look at me, everybody.
She's a real, kind of cheerleader type.
Yeah, she is. If this was actually set in like a modern day high school, she
would be the head cheerleader. She would be. Yeah, definitely. She had an affair with the king.
Of course.
And then she played that so wrong. She was all about, oh, it's got to be me and you. I've got to be your official mistress. And
you've got to have the tiles in your bedroom because they have your own.
Yeah, you've got to go to Paris. You've got to go to Paris and break it off. And I thought, I'm sorry. Do you not understand how kings work?
Yeah. They
don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
That's the point. Yeah. And it was anyway. And then he went.
Now we tap.
Can we just for a pause? Can we talk about this? The scene where
Should we do Henry separate? Sorry. It was just, there was this Okay, we're just going to be laughing. Let's just... we'll talk about her separately, Laura. Back to Kenna. Back to Kenna. Right, yes. She's very... She feels like everything has to be done her way.
Yeah.
Everyone has to comply with what she wants and everything.
Then she was forced to marry Bash.
But I think that was actually kind of a good thing because he was the first one who said no.
I know.
And she was like,
she needed that.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
And he went, no.
I think they're kind of falling in love. I don't hate them together.
They are falling in love.
They are falling in love, right. I don't hate them together. But I'm so glad Bash didn't marry Mary, because we might as well do Bash now, because Kenna's... All you need to know about Kenna is she's a really pretty girl who's also really stupid.
But she's also so stupid.
She really is. And
so stupid in the things that she thinks she can do.
I don't like stereotyping girls, but she is the pretty dumb girl.
Oh, yeah.
And it's awful to say it, but it's the truth.
Yeah.
I just, you know, the actress that plays her is beautiful.
Yeah.
But she's not a very good actress.
No, really. And there was this thing of, this is so weird, in series 2, of she caught 2 of her female maids having sex via the descriptions in a pornographic diary about men that this one woman had slept with all these various men in the court, and she described all of their sexual scenarios. So Catherine, it's fantastic because Kenna's reading it. She automatically goes, "Oh, I quite like this." But Catherine spots Kenna and Lola reading it, and she was like, "Oh, so you've got it. Have you figured out who the courtier is with the butterfly-shaped birthmark? I'm still trying to find out." You know, kind of.
Who's the baddest bitch? I tell you, I love how...
Yeah, this whole... And it's like the way that she reacts to this whole situation. She's like, hell, I don't mind whatever the heck you do, ladies, you know, but I might take a look at that book. You know, anything that's scandalous, she wants to, like, when Lola decides to start dating again in series 2, she becomes absolutely obsessed with setting her up, and it's just like she feels that she has to be the focus of everything.
The thing is with Lola that really, really pissed me off was that she had the perfect opportunity to disappear. And she just didn't do it because the writers were like, well, we've got this girl contracted for at least another season, so we need to bring her back.
No, it was just... I hated it.
Silly.
In the beginning of series 2, there's this whole thing of Lola learning to do archery. And the actress who plays her is the girl from The Lion, the Witch and Wardrobe, who did archery. She played Susan. So this whole thing... where she's like, oh no, I've never held a bow and arrow before, and so Narcisse teaches her how to do it, and she lets her
do it, and
she hits the bullseye.
Woohoo!
First time, and it's like,
it's so silly. It's so silly.
I hate it when shows do that, when they do that kind of linking to a previous role. If it's done subtly, it's fine. Yeah. But when you've done it, do it like that. Go, oh, this is my first time holding a bow and arrow. It's like, oh, for crying out loud.
So who did we get to? We did Kenna.
We've done Greer, we've done Lola. Yeah. But yeah, Kenna is just...
Let's do that.
Kenna is just... She's basically the head cheerleader. She's a bit of a slut. She's a bitch. Oh, come on. You have to say series 1 before she married Bash.
She wasn't very nice. She was not very nice.
She's a bitch. She wants to be in control of everything. And she was just, if any man should say around her is sexy, she'll shrug him.
Well, yeah, including her husband's father.
Yeah. And on to the husbands. Bash.
Bash
is Francis's half-brother, because King Henry is his father. His mother was Diane, his mistress, his official mistress, who just kind of disappeared and never came back.
She did that.
It's so stupid. But they do this. They just don't refer to characters and then give you like a one-off line and say,
Diane was such a fascinating woman.
And then she just didn't appear again. No. She just went away and didn't appear again. But Bash is older than Francis.
Yes.
By like a year or more.
Something like that, yeah.
But he's illegitimate.
The reason why they call him...
He's illegitimate, but he's still totally accepted and legitimate by Henry, he recognises him, but he's not legitimised him.
The reason why they call him Bash is because of the American pronunciation of Sebastian.
Yeah.
Which is Sebastian.
Yeah.
So Bash. The first time I heard him say that, I was like, I'm sorry.
Where are we?
I could not, believe that.
But then you have really weird things where things that are said are just not historical at all. And it's like, even slang words. And
bloke!
Bloke
came into it.
There was Princess Claus, who we don't meet until the second series. She's Francis' sister.
Yeah.
Who got sent away, and she's been somewhere in Europe. It never actually mentioned it.
Yeah.
Doing her studies and that. Now she's older and she's come back. And she's a total slut as well.
I know what she's studying. It's got nothing to do with any books. Put it that way.
And she's talking about her father to her brother, and sees Kenner, and she says, "Oh, what? How did Kenner and Bash get together?" And he said, "Oh, Francis, it's funny. Our father forced them to marry." And she went, "Oh, really? So was that after he had gone off his nut?" And it's like,
off his nuts.
And it's like, well, first you wouldn't say off his nut, and if it was your father, would you actually be?
The colloquialisms are really jarring. They are really, really jarring. But
back to Bash.
Bash is literally the only decent human being in this entire thing.
And he puts up with so much crap.
He really
and it's
does.
Like, everyone's like, "Oh, you're responsible for the plague, and you're responsible for
the darkness,
and you're responsible for King Henry losing his mind." And it's like, I'm sorry, you can't throw it all in just because he's
after the darkness came and he killed him.
Oh yeah.
I literally just said, "John, get on a horse and leave these fuckers to it, because they are all awful.
Yeah.
You are the only good one. Francis is half good. Mary is half good. So they're all right." But Bash is literally the only whole person who is a nice person, and I like him a lot.
Totally respects Mary from day one.
He fell in love with Mary, which was genuinely unfortunate, because then he started hate sexing Kenner.
Yeah. It's totally.
And Kenner was just Kenner was just like, "Well, I haven't had a father in a month, so okay then." She was just Anyway, Bash is a good character. I'm really happy with the way that he and Francis reconciled at the end of season 1. I thought that moment was played beautifully.
I love in general though that Francis and him really get along.
And they really like each other
from the very first episode. Because if you think about it, if you had a case of that, you had these two brothers, half brothers. One of them is illegitimate and is the oldest, and one of them is the heir to the throne. They wouldn't necessarily
get on at all.
Or they probably wouldn't necessarily see each other on a day-to-day basis, or, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it's really weird that Bash is always at every meal. He's always at every party.
He's not hidden.
He's not hidden.
Unlike the inexplicable girl in the walls who kind of
oh my god
died but did die and went away, and I don't know if she's coming back.
Catherine's daughter who had
it was so weird.
Who she believed was dead but wasn't dead, so Narcisse hid her in the castle and she had a face.
Nostradamus.
Nostradamus, sorry. Sorry, this so oh god,
it's so soapy and
so
ridiculous.
He hid her in the castle and she had a facial disfigurement, and he tried to fix her and her face got messed up even more, so she hides in the walls and sends messages to Mary and plays marbles with her.
Nostradamus is really sexy.
He is.
Apart from the king, he's literally the sexiest person in it. It's because he's a Sutherland with that.
Yeah, he's got a very deep voice.
Deep, rumbly voice, because Donald Sutherland is probably in his 80s and still got it.
Oh yeah,
he's still got it.
Yeah, but with Bash, going back to Bash, it's just it's all a bit weird, but I really like it. In regards to why he's in the courts, in front of everyone and that, and why they call him Bash, and some things, storylines with him falling for Mary and such. Whilst she was engaged to Francis.
And then she married Francis and he was still in love with her, and it's like, love, let it go.
Yeah.
Please.
It was, that was all a bit weird, but I like where
Bash
is at the moment. Okay, yes, he's married to Kenner, but they do love each other now. Yeah, it took a while, but they do love each other.
Can we talk about the king now.
Okay, Laura's desperate. Okay, we need to talk about King Henry. Now, King Henry, Laura, just calm down.
You've got to admit, though, it was the single funniest thing you've ever seen.
Okay, let me explain, because if you're giggling your head off, I'm not going to be able to say this.
Sorry, go on.
Right, King Henry, he's a king. As the series goes on, he really becomes really kind of Henry VIII-esque.
It goes mad,
to his anger, and he goes mad. But before he goes mad, something happens. And at the beginning of the series, he's not all that bad.
He's not bad. Yeah, he's not great.
He's very
adamant
that Mary and Francis have to marry as soon as possible. But other than that, he's not bad. He's all right. And then episode 14 happened. I know that episode number because of this moment. That was so hysterical. And so basically, he's dumped Kenna, and he's having a load different
this random woman,
and he chose a random noble woman.
Yeah,
she was a duchess.
She was a duchess.
Yeah, and they're having sex. You're gonna set me off. They were having sex at a window. And due to his force, let me put it that way, his force, it caused the windows to fly open and fell.
But it was just...
And she fell to her death.
I think I was supposed to be shocked. And that was it. And he's like doing her up against this window, and she just goes,
Right, okay, ooh, I'm trying to calm myself down.
Oh.
But then after that, he kind of develops it as a fetish.
He does, yes.
Oh no, he hasn't broken up with Kenna. Sorry, no, because no, well, he has, but he hasn't. Because she still comes back.
Goes
to
Catherine to pick up the body. And
yeah, and there's this whole farcical thing of how they don't know how to wash the floor, and they have to get the body, and they decide to take it to another window and throw it out to pretend it's suicide. Right, suicide note. But it turns out this duchess. Couldn't read or write, and it's like, I'm sorry, right? I can understand that women at that time, especially, and also men, peasants and all that, didn't really read, didn't learn to read or write. So that's fine. But when you're a duchess,
she might probably would have known.
She would have had even a limited education. Yeah, but she would have known how to read and write. Anyway, that leads him to start having bondage.
Oh my
fetish.
God, that fucking little bitch. What was her name? Penelope. Who needed to get acquainted with that fucking window.
Because she was horrible. Hang on. He was still with Kenna, or at least he was making her come to his rooms. He made her have sex with another girl. He made her have sex up against the window.
Yeah.
And then he met Penelope. And they started sleeping together, and he decided to declare her queen.
Yeah.
And suddenly, the little virginal girl from the kitchen knew everything about bondage.
She was virtually a madam. It was ridiculous. It's so silly.
Yeah, but that was so funny.
It was just
14 was just
funny. I swear to God, that happened, and I had to pause it and go to the toilets because I was going to pee myself. It was so funny. But the thing was, I don't think it was supposed to be funny.
No.
It wasn't intended to be funny.
No.
It was intended to be shocking.
Yeah.
I think it was a combination
it's
of
kind
the
of
music.
It's kind of like music, the camera work. Let's face it, because that camera work was terrible. That choice of shots.
Oh,
put it that way.
And the thing is that
you have that same thing. Like there's this whole thing of someone being killed in front of Lola.
Yeah.
And the first thing that they do, they kind of just look at the person that's just died and go, oh,
oops. Perhaps we shouldn't have done that.
And I just burst out laughing because of their reaction. It was like,
But the thing is about Rain is that it's an unintentional comedy.
Yes.
With some really sweet moments, actually.
Yeah, Francis and Mary together are
lovely.
Very sweet.
Bash and Kenna together are
Bash and Kenna.
lovely.
No, but as series 2 has gone along, I think they've developed more. But I'm only halfway through series 2, so it might completely fall to bits in the next half of the series. I have no idea.
Lola can jump off a cliff.
Yeah, Lola can disappear. Greer, I'm not all that fussed about.
No.
But yeah, Henry's now gone.
Yeah.
But he's made an appearance in series 2. Multiple episodes of series 2 so far.
Great. So that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Can't wait for that.
But I think now, because of where I am, he's not going to be seen again.
Right, okay.
I think.
Okay. So, like, they're doing all this meandering. Meanwhile, it's a lot of a life to get through, isn't it? Oh.
Yeah, but those are the main characters within the story.
I think another element of it that just defies anything like research is the costuming.
Yeah.
Who is making these costumes?
Right, the costumes are very...
they're just not of the period. They're just...
A vague... what I just actually described, a dress that Princess Claude wears when she's, like, presented, as it were. And it is literally, like, the kind of Tudor, sexified Tudor meets Moulin Rouge.
Yeah, it is. It's because, I mean, like, I'm looking at these pictures. I'm looking at these pictures, and it's all high necks, and it's ruffles, and it's
covering
but
up.
Like, the dresses, they just look like they just put bits of shiny gold stuff on things.
Yeah, there's a really... I mean, some of the dresses are horrific anyway, but there's one that I took a photo of that I sent to you from my screen. And it's literally this kind of white gown that's covered in gold, like crystals. And then she's got these massive gold shoulder pads. And it's like...
The music, I don't understand the music.
Yeah, but can we just carry on costumes for a minute? I'm sorry, but with the costume designer, I understand what you're doing, but then at the same time, I want to say, like, mermaid cut wasn't really the fashion.
But no,
in that time.
But like, you've got 4 very, very pretty girls. I'm not denying that. You've got 4 incredibly beautiful girls to dress. I get that, but you.
Catherine is the closest.
Yes, she is. She's the only one.
Well, no, not quite, because she's kind of more. If you think about kind of like medieval fantasy, like you see a nice, where you've got like the cuts with the diamond neck kind of thing. Yeah. That kind of Catherine still has that. Yeah. So she isn't quite in
the other
period,
kids don't.
but she's as close to period with covering up and everything as you can get.
Francis isn't.
No, Francis.
Bash often goes around in kind of like a black jean, billowy shirt thing.
Yeah. Do you know what Bash constantly reminds me of? Aragorn in Lord of the Rings.
I can see that actually.
It's just like the guy who wanders about, so he's kind of rough and ready with his outfit.
Yeah. But the music is inexplicable.
Yeah, the music.
Oh my god! The time when Julian and Lola were dancing to Royals by Lorde.
Yeah, right. What they do, right? It's very pop kind of esque.
Yeah, it's kind of like
teenage
Creek.
Yeah, One Tree Hill
country pop.
Yeah, but what they do is that sometimes you'll have the actual music playing over the scene, so you hear the lyrics and all that. Other times they get the instrumental version and get the band in the scene. So if it's a ballroom sequence, get the band in the corner playing the music to actually play the instrumental version so that they can dance to it.
I mean,
and it was like, oh, good lord.
Mary and Francis got married to the power of love. Now, the thing is, the reason why I'm laughing is because Trevor Morris does the incidental music. Trevor Morris is a fucking genius.
Trevor Morris did all the Tudor stuff.
And the Borgias and Vikings. They have this amazing man. And they marry Mary and Francis to a cover of The Power of Love. I just cannot with that. I'm sorry, I can't. But we've been talking for 49 minutes.
Yeah.
I tell you what, though, for all its foibles, all its mistakes, all its fast and loose playing with history, I fucking love this show. I love this show.
It's so messy. It's our guilty pleasure now, isn't it?
See, I don't believe in guilty pleasure, but the thing is that it comes under the banner of so bad it's fucking amazing for me. And I'm going to keep watching it. And I'm going to watch it all the way to the end. And I'm going to be picking holes in it and going, oh my God, what was that? But you know what? I'm watching it. So it's doing its job. I'm never bored.
Yeah.
I'm never bored.
No.
I'm always going.
You're always laughing.
For some reason, I love this show. I just don't get why.
Same here. It's baffling. It's just
It's so funny. It's so funny.
Episode 14 of Series 1 was just... I spent the entire time laughing my head off. It was just...
But the funny thing is that I don't think it's supposed to be funny.
It's a comedy without knowing it. It really is. And the way that people react to really serious stuff, it's ridiculous. Francis has developed a new thing in Series 2, which is like...
What's he done?
The blind eye. Every time something happens, literally someone walks through a door, it's...
You see, I adore Francis. I just love Francis. I love Frary.
Yeah.
I ship Frary.
Yeah, so
Team Frary.
It's just like, but it's just, this is so wrong, but I'm still watching it and I don't know why. It's just...
Because it's entertaining. It is nothing if not entertaining. I kind of love it.
I just, oh God, it's because as we said, we love history, we love the Tudors and the Borgias and stuff like that. Really,
but the Tudors and the Borgias sometimes maybe wandered off the point.
Yeah,
for dramatic purposes.
But they still got the dates right. They still did the events that happened.
And the
Borgias, they followed politics, not, oh my God, I totally fancy this guy, and all, you know.
But the things like the precedents of, I mean, there are hardly any real politicians in reign, other than Catherine.
Catherine's a politician, yeah.
But there aren't really, and they keep throwing people in and then killing them.
Yossifan was absolutely laughable. There was this whole sequence with the plague where these various people got locked in in a castle, and then like an episode later or something. I think that might be the episode you're on.
The survivor.
Yeah, there's a guy. There's a guy. He opened the door, and it's 2 weeks later after these people have caught the plague, and they're like, "Oh my God, the smell!" And they're trying to find someone, and then out the corner of their eye they see movement, and one of these people has managed to survive 2 weeks
in a plague pit.
In a plague pit,
full of dead
in
bodies.
the dark with no food or water.
I don't think so. I just don't think so. It's illogical. It's silly.
Yeah.
It makes no sense. Well, it does make sense, but it
doesn't make sense.
It's just crazy. And yet I love it. Yet I watch it. Yet I cannot wait to go home.
Yeah.
To watch more of it.
Yeah.
And I will. And I will probably mainline the rest of season 2.
Yeah.
And then I'll go on to season 3, and I'll be like, my level of self-loathing has gone like 100-fold.
Like, we've been texting sending messages to each other all the time throughout watching it. And our friend Sarah as well, who is up to date, I think, now with Series 4.
She is.
And like, we're sending gifts and I loathe myself for loving this.
But you know what, though? It's doing its job.
Yeah.
To keep us interested and to keep it going. Yeah. But I do think they're probably putting on the accelerator to get to Mary's ending.
Maybe. I don't know.
Because I think
Series 4.
Darnley's going to die in this next episode, so it's going to be the explosion of the house. Right. Where was it? Where was that place? It's famous.
I can't think.
Oh, what was it called? The Murder of Darnley. What was the house called? It wasn't Holyrood. It was that house, and I cannot remember the name of it.
Well, I've put it in the description of the video.
Okay.
But yeah, so I think that's all we can think of to say at the moment about Reign.
Kirk fell.
Oh, was it?
Kirk fell.
Kirk fell. Right. Yeah. I think we're going to we'll finish there, guys.
I think so too.
It'd be interesting once we finished watching it, what we think, because Reign has now been cancelled.
It has.
At the end of the 4th series. We don't know how the 4th series is going to end. Yeah. As far as I know, it's still not finished, is it?
No.
Airing?
I think it's got another 4 episodes to go.
Oh, right, okay.
So, in a month. So perhaps next time we do this, perhaps we could do an update video and go, oh my god.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah.
But, I love it. I hate it.
I'm sure other people have had the same reaction to us to Reign, as well as other series where you watch it and go, this is absolute garbage, but you can't stop watching it.
Do you remember Sunset Beach?
Oh, no, you were obsessed with Sunset Beach.
I was obsessed with Sunset Beach.
That was
Sunset Beach was the worst show in the world.
There were 3 things I remember. The girl that went blind and decided to get into a car to drive home.
Maria.
The girl who she put whipped cream all over her nails and opened the door.
Annie.
How do you remember their name? Who opened the door to her husband or something? It was
her husband's father.
Oh, husband's father.
And they ended up having an affair. It was great.
And the 3rd one, which still baffles me to this day as to how the writers came up with it. The stolen jewels that suddenly aged you.
You had to put in the Madonna. Yes, because that was Cole.
Because I just remember
Francesca.
I remember this glamorous woman that she turned around and she was old and ugly and her hair
was Francesca, and they had to find the jewels and put them back in the Madonna because otherwise Francesca would die. It was everything. It was amazing. I loved that show.
See, about Sunset Beach that I remember was you watching it.
The writers just decided, you know what, let's just have some fun. And they would just throw all this shit at these characters.
Because have somebody get abducted by aliens?
No. That was Dallas or Dynasty.
That was too far, was it?
Yeah, that was too far. But one of my favourite storylines from Sunset Beach was when Maria was supposedly drowned. So then her husband Ben moved on to this really simple country girl called Meg. And Ben and Maria had a baby, and Ben and Meg were all happy, and she's all very shiny. And anyway, Maria turns up because Maria didn't die. Right. She was picked up by a fishing boat and had amnesia for 2 years and came back and wanted to be Ben's wife again. And Meg was all, how much time do you need? Anyway, he ended up jibbing Meg. It was just
still remember this.
Maria's brothers were Antonio, the sexy as fuck priest, and and what was his name? Oh, his brother. Oh, I can't remember his name. But there was a brother who was the chief constable of the place. And he was going out with a girl called Abby, and they were all on a cruise. Cruise went horribly wrong.
Of course, it was Sunset Beach.
Abby and Antonio ended up sort of being locked in this room, and the ship was blown up, and they were locked in this room. So naturally, they had sex because And he was a Catholic priest, and it was it really should be doing. It was amazing. It was absolutely fucking amazing.
You're going to spend this evening watching videos of Sunset Beach on your phone, aren't you?
The brother found out, and he kind of did this whole revenge scenario over weeks and weeks. It was everything. I loved Sunset Beach. It was fabulous. And you had mothers having affairs with their sons-in-law. You had a swap baby storyline. Who was the mother storyline? It was brilliant. I loved it. But that's the kind of passion I have for Reign, where it made no sense. It's glossy.
You're going with it.
But I love it, and I go with it. So, yeah. Sunset Beach was awesome. So anyway,
and on that note, I think we'll end this.
Yes,
so
I'm gonna go YouTube Sunset Beach videos now.
I knew you would.
I can't remember the other brother's name, but it was great.
I have no idea. But yeah, but that's what we thought about Rain. As we said, we might back and do another one once we finish watching it in full.
Yeah.
But yeah, as we said, these our thoughts are laughing. It comes from a place of love.
It's all love.
It's just
it's all from love.
It's all from love. But thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys.
Bye.
Bye.